Hey everyone, this is my walkaway story. I'll try to keep this brief and be very specific and not take up too much of your time. Even though 2016 was a huge shift for me, it was more like a coming out party rather than a walkaway point. It's difficult for me to pinpoint exactly when I left the Democratic Party, but I'm going to give you guys a pretty good estimation. Um, basically, I was really far on the left. I used to watch the Young Turks, Keith Olbermann, Rachel Maddow, it's John Stewart, Stephen Colbert when he was in character, etc. Um, really, this was spurred by the George W. Bush presidency. I thought he was a crappy president, and still do think he's a crappy president. I didn't agree with the war in Iraq. I didn't agree with any of that. So, I thought the left was really speaking truth to power back then. And I still think they were at the time. But let me get on to be more specific. So the first thing that led me to walk away was the disappointment in the Obama presidency. Like many people, I was glad that Obama was elected the first time. He seemed to be a breath of fresh air after crappy years of Bush. At the time, I was living in South Korea, teaching English. I saw the bailouts and the shitty economy and the terrible racial division. There was so much stuff going on that I didn't like. Uh, at the time, the left, as a lefty, I supported single payer, and at the time they had a supermajority in this first during this first term, and I wanted at least a public option at the time, and all we got was crappy Obamacare, which was just a giveaway to insurance companies. Also, Obama listened almost exclusively to Goldman Sachs execs. Do these names ring a bell at all? Tim Geithner, Larry Summers, Rahm Emanuel, Lee Sachs, Henry Paulson. These are all Goldman Sachs people. I saw that he was their stooge and wanted no parts of it. He was a puppet. He was a cuck. He went on an apology tour. He appointed Hillary Clinton as Secretary of State, which I definitely disagreed with. It was politics as usual. She wasn't qualified. She didn't speak another language. She had never been a diplomat before. So why would she be the chief diplomat? It's because, politics, hey, if you drop out of the race, and stop contesting me and, campaign for me, I'll give you a spot in my cabinet. There was not hope for change, not change you can believe in. Okay, that was number one, the Obama presidency. Number two, the year 2013. That's the exact year I got red pilled. That's when red pill became like a thing. I'd say 2013 was a huge year. I just gotten back from Korea um, after living there for 5.5 years. There were many movements that started around the year 2013. It was the rise of the skeptic community, the anti-feminist community, and the MGTOW community. Some of the thinkers from these communities that really influenced me were Sargon of Akkad, Styx Hexenhammer 666, Beering, Barbarossa, Stardust, Razorblade Candy, and a few others. I'm not here to plug other people's stuff. I'm just trying to let you know how I got off the Democrat plantation. So I'd say 2013 is when I got red pilled. A growing number of people were starting to push back against the insanity of the SJWs. I consumed countless hours of red pill thoughts during this time. This was a time which I was questioning not just the politicians of the Democrats like Obama or Pelosi, but the whole foundation for which it is founded upon. So this was the next level, not just so the first level was the politicians. I don't like those particular politicians. Two was, what is the foundation of the Democratic Party? Now, the third level, the third influence was more scholarly. It was a deeper level. I started reading Thomas Sowell, and I read Black Rednecks and White Liberals, which changed my life. It was an amazing piece of work. So much history, so much notation, so much data, documents. What I read Booker T's Up from Slavery. I read a lot of stuff. And so then I was just pretty much done with the Democrats. Yeah, so those three things, I want to say Obama presidency is what really spurred it, like really brought it on, the disappointment in that presidency. Then the whole red pill movement and the skeptic community and anti-SJWs. And then lastly, it was it was reading scholarly work and getting into the likes of like other people I won't mention. But yeah, so thank you, Brandon. You really come out and you really did something very brave, because I could tell you during the 2016 election, when I came out as a Trump supporter, I lost a lot of friends. Family members don't talk to me anymore. People hate me. I'm always the same person I've always been helpful, a humanitarian, a lover, a fighter, everything. So I want to thank all y'all for listening to my story, and I hope y'all have a wonderful year. And let's get on the train, walk away. All right, take care.